What could fill the future more happily than a baby?
Baby? Yes, a baby, Randall. Why wait? You have a loving husband, plenty of money. Believe me, there is nothing more rewarding than having a child. Nothing has given me greater happiness than motherhood. And it would bring you and Miles even closer.
My baby. Oh, he's married.
Oh, Karen, come on. No. Remember, you haven't lost a son. You gained a
spokesperson for the FDA.
Come on.
And that other one, Mac, out there. She's all over Mackle.
You know how young people are.
How?
They're interested, you know. But you, Karen, undoubtedly were a saint.
It's got guards, it's got fences, it's got visiting hours. Now, Blake refuses to allow me into that fortress. What am I supposed to do, send Danny a postcard? Stephen and I will bring Danny to see you anytime you want. Now, Stephen is that child's father, and he makes the decisions, not you, Claudia. Look, understand this, Alexis. As far as Stephen is concerned, I am Danny's mother. And I don't need anyone's permission to act where my son's safety is concerned. Safety? With Blake Carrington. That man destroys, Claudia. He destroys from within. And what would you do, Alexis, to satisfy your hatred of Blake? Would you jeopardize Danny's safety?
I don't know what went wrong with those daughters of mine. I raised them to be perfect wives, perfect mothers. I'll never understand what happened with Kristen. But Sue Ellen was everything I wanted her to be. I was the happiest mother on earth when she told me she was going to marry J.R. Ewing.
Well, I'm sorry things didn't work out as you planned.
All I ever wanted was for you two to be happy.
We were. For a while, we were.
Not now. You're not saying that your feelings for Sue Ellen have changed.
I ache for her. I ache for what she's going through, but I can't honestly say we still have a marriage.
Take it, Gary. It's the one Val wants you to wear Friday night.
I told you both. I'm not going.
Oh, yes, you are. Gary, I mean it. You're going to that party.
What, are you threatening me?
Well, score one for the blonde kid. That's exactly what I'm doing, threatening you.
With what?
With what I saw while I was enjoying lunch today.
And just what did you see?
2 butterflies.
You're threatening me with butterflies?
Yes, I am. They flitted out of this apartment house across the way. First one, then the other. Completely oblivious to the fact that Karen and Laura and I had seen them.
Karen and Laura?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Channing? Why don't you tell me, mother-in-law?
All right, Eric, I want you out of this house. I want you out of here right now.
Where is he?
He is back east, and I want you out of here now.
When I'm good and ready.
Phillips, Jacobs, you want to escort Mr. Stavros to his car. Just for the record, Eric, after what I've been through today, nothing would give me more pleasure than to throw you out of here myself. You know, I tried to love you as a son. Failing that, I tried to learn to tolerate you. Now I'll just have to see if I can live with the revulsion that I feel for you.
My husband is very important to me. But this battle that he's fighting is costing him.
It's costing all of us. And you just don't understand how much. Think ahead, Sue Ellen. Think 25 or 30 years ahead. I won't be here then. And the fight won't be between J.R. and Bobby. It'll be between John Ross and Christopher. Think carefully, Sue Ellen. Your loyalty to your husband is a wonderful thing, but you're a mother, too. And where will this all end?
Gregory's a fascinating man. Astute, discerning. Don't you think?
You looking to me for a character reference?
No. I just don't think that Gregory needs a Girl Scout for a wife.
You think I'm a Girl Scout?
Oh, not in your behavior. It's the effect you have on Gregory. You bring out the idealist in him. And it's a part of him best left alone right now in these crucial moments.
We don't discuss marriage.
Greg doesn't need a Girl Scout as a partner either.
Well, let's see. It's against the law in this state for him to marry his mother. And Abby Ewing is already married.
Abby Ewing? It's curious that you should bring her name up.
Isn't she your idea of an ideal mate?
Partner.
Look, I've got to get home and feed my kids. But I'll be back tomorrow and every day thereafter as long as Greg wants me. Okay?
Well, just look who's here. You've got a nerve coming back here after all these years.
Well, it's nice to see that you haven't lost your sweet disposition, Angela. How are you, son? I came as soon as I heard about the earthquake.
It figures it would take something like that to drag you out of the woodwork. You're as welcome as usual, Tony.
I understand that Julia's staying here.
Well, she's in San Francisco, in a meeting with her attorneys.
I'm in the valley to stay, Angela.
The only thing that I can tell you is the pain will lessen. Little by little. You just have to give it time. I don't want to forget the pain. I don't want to forget any of it.
Well, I could help you.
That's real kind of you, Mrs. Channing, but I've never taken a handout in my life.
Well, don't think of it as a handout. Just think of it as payment.
A payment? For what?
To have you leave the valley and never return.
What would you have done differently? I'd have been open, honest. Instead, I spent half my life in the shadows and hurt a lot of people. Believe me, it wasn't worth it. But we're not talking about me, are we?
In plain words of one syllable that you can understand, I want you out of this family. I want you not married to Stephen. I am offering you $20,000 if you will sign this piece of paper and leave immediately. And there will be no goodbyes to anybody, including Stephen. Is that clear?
What is that?
It's a declaration that you and Stephen never consummated your marriage. I don't suppose you know what that means, do you?
No.
Well, it means that the marriage can be annulled as if it never existed. It means that you never slept together.
Look, I love Stephen.
From now on, every word that you utter is going to cost you $1,000. You've just said 4 words. That's now $16,000.
Hey!
Not exactly a word, but I'm going to count it anyway. $15,000.
It's not anything that you can pin in your hair or wear on your wrist. It's just something that I want you to carry around in your heart. And that's my love for you. It will never change. You're dearer to me now than you've ever been.
Oh, Miss Ellie, do you know how important you are to me?
You've been like a daughter, and I'd hate to lose that.
You never will. I promise.